Hey guys, Scott from Aristocob.com here.
And Seth from theshrinkingpastor.com.
Together, the three of us were Markwood Ben's Breakfast Club, and welcome once again. And we're going to go ahead and get this started by loading up our pipes with some stuff that I have no idea what it is. I picked it up in Nagold, Germany.
Rochenkran!
That's actually
Toldic sign.
That's the warning.
Oh.
That's the warning label. No, it's a Tabak Lidl Own Mixture number 6 from Nagold. It's probably like lane 17 or something like that. Something that we can get just about anywhere. It's just weird stuff. I've enjoyed it very much. It's kind of has a fruity casing to it. But what's most interesting about it to me is you can see it here. It's got a bunch of different cuts to it. And it burns well, I have found. So I'm going to go ahead and load up my Country Gentleman with this. And how the heck you been, boy?
I've been good.
It's been a while since I've seen you.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like in the car right here, but that doesn't really count.
There was that.
I've been busy. Busy. It's been a little while since the last time we shot videos. Since then, I've been just running around, still finishing up grad school. Have a semester and a half to go. So I've been busy doing schoolwork. And school, we've had a lot of snow days. We had a nasty bit of snow last week.
School where you work.
Yeah. We had some nasty snow, and which meant 3 days out of work for us, which was really nice. We just played with Ender and hung out. Mm-hmm. In fact, there's a fun video of us playing in the snow with him and taking him sledding and building snowmen on the Markwood Adventures channel. If you want to check that out.
It is funny. It is fun to watch. Cute little kid.
Yeah.
And your son as well.
Yep. Yep, we're both pretty cute.
You know, a couple things that I would like, if you don't mind me taking a quick little moment to Aristocob this episode. It has been a crazy month and a half. I mean, from Christmas where we went off to Myrtle Beach and all of us got sick. Coming back, I was immediately in a sales meeting, and then during that national sales meeting, my father-in-law passed away. Seth officiated at that funeral, very first time he ever did that. So that took us up to Dayton. And then back, I had training, and then immediately out to Germany for a week, and then back 2 straight weeks of training. And during that period of time, our daughter also had a baby, and the lead up to that, which, a couple times at the hospital for dehydration the false contractions or the strong contractions she was getting was because of the dehydration.
Yeah.
So she had to get an IV.
This is her third baby, and it's the third time she's had problems being dehydrated and losing weight. She is the only pregnant lady in the world who, when she gets pregnant, she actually loses weight. She's eating.
There are some crack users, I would imagine. That
maybe. I don't know. I mean, she's growing a baby and still somehow manages to go down.
Yeah.
In pounds.
And the babies are fine.
The weirdest diet I have ever seen.
Development. What?
The have a baby, lose some weight diet.
Yeah. If only we could get on that one, huh?
Yeah. I bet if Oprah got hold of it, she would start a craze.
If you look under your seat, everyone's getting a new baby! Yeah, something like that. But on top of all that, to again kind of bring it back to Aristocob, Missouri Meerschaum, for whatever reason, had, maybe it was post-Christmas spending or what, we had about 3 weeks of delay on a large order that was supposed to get us back in inventory. So your mother has been going nuts. We appreciate everybody's patience. If you were waiting on a pipe, we had some back orders, which is really unusual for us to do that. But looks like we are through that. But thank you. Hey, thank you for putting us in a back order situation to begin with. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. But, it doesn't help when you don't have the reinforcements coming in behind those orders. But anyway.
Well, that kind of brings us back to just things have been crazy all around. As Dad mentioned, barely seen each other much. And so it's making videos difficult. The other issue that I've alluded to in past videos is my computer broke immediately after we started the Markwood Men's Breakfast Club series. We shot the first, I think, 3 videos back to back, all in one sitting, and then right after that, the motherboard on my laptop fried. And that's where I was doing all of the video editing, which,
that's why this is a fake.
Yeah.
Oh no! Wait a second.
We were recording off of a webcam and making sound through the really great Yeti Blue microphone, which I've talked about in the past, and it made it really easy for me to do the editing. And then my motherboard died, and thankfully my parents have had a spare laptop I've been able to borrow, but I'm still doing the video editing on that laptop, which has, I think they may have purchased it, even though it's fairly new. It has the innards of like a
Mattel
early
2000.
2000, yeah.
It actually has a glow plug and a little rope start.
Yeah, it's good for everything but high process stuff like video editing,
Computing. It's not so good with computing.
Look, if I want to just get on Amazon and shop around, it's fine for that. But
it's for accessing AOL.
Yes, yeah, it has the dial-up icon and the sound and everything.
Well, that'd be a great ringtone, wouldn't it?
No, it would be terrible.
It wouldn't be. So
it was terrible.
Bad
Every time
memories.
having to listen to it.
It'd make you want
terrible.
to answer the phone, get rid of the sound.
That's right. Well, as soon as you pick up the phone, it disconnects because there's only one line. That's a pretty pipe you got today.
That's true. I know it is. Yeah,
what is that?
That's a country gentleman. I mentioned it. They were listening. You weren't.
I must not have been.
No, it's a good looking pipe.
That's a really good look. That's a sharp looking pipe. Anyway, all of that to say, the videos, I'm sure, if you have noticed, haven't been on the best of schedules, despite my best efforts. Because, here's the process. We've had to go from video camera, because the computer I've been using can't use the webcam and Blue Yeti, which is why it's been a prop. Camcorder
Sony camcorder, which likes to record in its own way.
Right, which for some reason, surprise, surprise, the laptop I've been using doesn't recognize it. Plug it in, it says, what is this? Disconnect. And so he's had to take the videos off of the camera.
Convert them.
No, well, you've had to, yeah.
I have. I've had to convert them.
Really?
Yes, sir. It's not just taking them off. I have to convert them so you can use them.
I feel like there may have been some miscommunication then, because you're converting them, sending them to me via Dropbox usually, which is phenomenal. If you haven't used it, you should. And so I get them trickle in, a few days later after we record. But then the software that I use for video production doesn't recognize that format. Whatever format he's converting it into is the wrong one. So then I have to convert it again, render it into a usable format using Windows Movie Maker, which is just stellar software. And then, then if I had to learn this the hard way too, if I do it in too high of a quality, the video as I'm trying to edit it, it's choppy, so I can't cut where I need to cut. The audio works just fine.
What's funny is everybody who's watching this and
does all of that,
who happens to have a YouTube channel, you all know exactly what we're talking about. It can be a pain in the butt. That's really why sometimes I'll just upload the darn thing from my iPhone. Just
That's right.
Straight to YouTube. Forget the introduction and the title sequence and all that.
Yeah, well, and that's so much easier most of the time, unless you're having to use your data and you don't have unlimited data. But all of that to say, good news. This is no longer a prop. And the camera is no longer a Sony camcorder.
Although redundantly, right behind that webcam is our redundant camera, because we can learn a lesson, can't we?
Yeah, we've talked about that before. And all of that is running through my brand new fancy schmancy MacBook Pro 15-inch. So hopefully it will make the whole... because it'll save in a format that I can just throw right into Premiere and edit and then just send it right out to YouTube. It'll make the whole process easier for me. And what that means for you is consistent uploading. So from henceforth, Wednesday is going to be your Markwood Men's Breakfast Club fixed day.
Breakfast time?
Yeah, I have breakfast time.
I like it.
Early morning Wednesday, the videos will be available for you probably around
7:30. Starting this video?
So,
hey, so you already
congratulations. But you probably didn't guess that because last week's video wasn't uploaded until late night Sunday. So it's been some issue, but no more. I'm excited. I'm really excited.
Hey, you should try this tobacco.
I have tried it. I like
This
it.
has turned into our geek episode, and we talked about this on the way over here. That we kind of have some housekeeping to do, and so we'll keep this one short. We do have some interesting things coming up. We've got some Yabos to open, which actually are kind of projects for us to do on some videos. And anyway, hope you continue to watch for that. And in fact, we'd love your input. So if you guys have any suggestions, it's funny. I see videos every now and again where somebody who's completely out of ideas reaches out and says, what do you guys want to see? Well, the problem is we're all in the same boat. We're all looking for ideas. But if there's something that
So we're going to show you nothing.
That's right. If there's something that
you enjoy
that
it.
Boy and I have an interest in and you're curious about, let us know. Like we were talking about, I got the stovepipe to fix our wood stove. It'll get fixed an episode or two away from now because we're going to record a couple today.
And that clock is still cruising.
Oh, yeah. And there's a couple things about installing that stovepipe that I thought, what? I know from our experience at my family's hardware store that not everybody knows how to put in stovepipe on a wood stove. We're going to cover a couple of those things. How about that?
Sounds good.
I'm going to teach you, if nothing else.
Yeah, it's fine. Sounds good to me.
So we're going to wrap this one up right now, real quick, and we'll continue as we launch our next episode. Schmoking this. We'll tell you more about this as we get into our Yabos. How's that
Don't
sound?
hit the table. It's not. You can't do that again. I know you got into a bad habit, but yeah, that sounds good to me.
All right. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again next week.
See you next week. Same time, same channel.
Make it a great day.